I'm going to work on bringing an image I found on the internet into Adobe Illustrator. I might want to include that in a project I'm working on with the laser cutter. So I found an image online, I found a PNG that I want to use, and it's saved to my desktop. So I will choose File, Place, and look on my desktop for that image. Obviously, must be the V-Sabers. And when I place it on here, it will be something that I can move around. Once I place it, it might be a little large. I'm going to hold down the Shift key while I resize it. Oh, I have to choose my Select tool. Hold down my Shift key while I resize it and get it to a good spot. So right now I don't have those options up here to put it in the RGB scale. I need to do an image trace right here. You'll see that going through that progress. And then I choose Expand to separate those pieces. And now my image is here, and you'll see that I can do my stroke at 0.001, and I can change it to have that blue outline with 0G and 0R, but I can't change the raster, the grayscale in here yet. So what I need to do that now is click Object, and I'm choosing Compound Path. I want to release that path. And the next thing I want to do is Object Ungroup so that all my separate pieces can be released. You'll see now that I can click on separate pieces and move them around in different ways. I'm going to click on this V, for example, and now I'm able to manipulate this by holding down Shift. I've lost my RGB scale. These three little lines right here, we'll get that back. And thinking about my grayscale, I'm going to go with 100 for each of those. All right, and then I think I can select my V-Sabers, and if I pull them there, there's you can see that there's an outline here, and the V-Sabers are here. So I think I actually want to keep that. So Control-Z that right back. And when I hold down the Shift and change this, again, I want to get is the RGB scale. And I'm going to do the same thing with 100 as each of my values. All right, so I have my outline and I have my grayscale on there. I can even get rid of this piece, even though that's important. I'm going to go ahead and delete it. So I can get rid of little pieces. I can get rid of that outline. I just did that. Those are just little paths that have been broken up separately. I think that's the V if I delete it. Alright, so that's the darker V there, and I do have a path here and here, so I've gotten rid of the black there and I can leave those paths here. And that is going to be done on the grayscale and has the blue outline, and we can see if we can adjust the grayscale here with the RGB, and we were doing it at 100, and that would just make it look the same there. So I wonder what might happen if, hold down Shift, if I did it at 50, is it going to take over the whole V or just the outline? I don't know. Oh, there we go. So now we have an outline, and I know that is in my grayscale. So I have changed an image from online to something that my laser cutter can now read and cut.